Hello everyone. So today I want to show you how to power on and power off all the VMs in a pool via bash script. This is very useful, for example, when you have a massive amount of pools with a lot of hosts in them and a lot of VMs, of course. So, for example, if you have uh, I don't know, three pools that you need to, for example, apply some patches in one night, and you have in each pool you have 10 hosts, and on each host you have 10 VMs, then you have 100 VMs per pool that you need to power off, and you need to, if you want to do it via the XenServer, then you have to select and right click and shut down and so on. And this can take a lot of time if you have a big number of VMs. So in my test environment, I have only three because this is all on one computer, so I cannot have more. But let me show you how how the script works, and after that we will go through the script as usual. So I have two scripts. One is to power off the VMs, and the other one is to power on the VMs. The scripts are 99% the same, just the command to power off is VM shutdown, and the other one is VM start. So that's the only difference, and we will only look at one script because the other one is the same. So I'm executing the bash script from a remote VM as usual. Let's list the folder context. So we have the script number 2 and 3. So number 3 will stop the VMs, and you only need to mention the pool master. The script is working only if you have, and this is very important, only if your VMs are configured like this. So your VMs need to have a home server. So because I used the affinity command in the script, and if you do not have them like this, if so, for example, if you have um, this configuration do not assign, and you have an NFS storage, and the VMs, the disks of the VMs are on the NFS, and they start on which host they want, this script will not work. So you will have to change it to or adapt it to your environment. But for me, all my VMs are configured to use a home server, the server that they are uh, installed on where they have the disk, because my VMs have the disks on the local storage. Okay, so let's start the first. For example, if you have a change, you need to power off everything. So this will be very easy. Just need to mention the FQDN of the, not the FQDN, just the server name. It's sufficient of the pool master. It will ask you for the password. And the power off script, I did configure with 2 seconds delay between the powering off of the VMs. So it should wait for 2 seconds and then start to power off another VM. And it does power off one VM in each in each host. So let's just wait a little bit more. I made it like this because I did not want to stress the host CPU, because if you shut down, you could shut down everything in one go, but you never know if the CPU goes on 100%, maybe the host will crash. Okay, so it stopped all the VMs, and the final step, it tells you I'm done. I've turned off all the VMs. And for example, you do your updates, you restart the hosts, and then you want to power everything on. So if you have to do it via click, it will take a lot of time. And if you have 10 VMs in a host, Citrix recommends that you do not power on everything in one go, so all the 10 VMs in one start. You should start half of the VMs, 4 to 6 VMs, then wait for them to be on, and then start the other ones, just to keep the CPU not just to keep the CPU uh, uh, cooler, or how can I say it, not to overload on 100%, because it can crash the host. Okay, and now let's use the start script. Okay, and as I told you, it's the same script, just one word is changed between them. And of course, for the start, I've wrote in the code, in the bash script, that it should wait 8 seconds after one VM starts, but um, it should start the first VM on each um, on each host at the same time, at least at, somewhere about a second, because if I start it now, you will see that the VMs do not quite start at the same second, but there is a delay between the first one and the second one. So between clone 08 and 07 should be 8 seconds. Okay, the password. Wait, I don't no longer know my password. Okay, so as you can see, it does start faster. So in the power off script, it powers off only one at a time, but here it starts on every host, and there is 8-second delay between the starting. Okay, so this was it. Um, you only need to mention as I wrote here, only need to mention the pool master. Okay, let's take a look at the script. We will only look at the one with the start. Okay, so as usual, I have XeCLI installed on my Linux VM, from where I'm executing all the scripts. So as usual, you need to type the pool master, then you need to type the password, and the first variable that it loads it gets the pool members. The pool members are the slaves, so the pool master and the slaves, everything. And it uses tr because if you execute host list minimal, you will see the UIDs divided by a comma, and this is needed in the next step, because we will declare an an array for the VMs, because each host has their own VMs. The next part of the script is a loop. It needs to go through each pool member and list the VMs. And as I told you, so I'm excluding the DOM0, and I used affinity. This is the home server. So if you do not have them configured with the home server, then the script will not work. So you will have to change this to get the script working. And in the last part of the script, I used while to go through all the VMs, and I also used echo to list on everything on the screen what's happening. So this echo will display the VM PVS03 started on, I don't know, on host XenServer. And because I used UIDs in the first part of the script, I had to convert the UIDs into name labels, because first when I wrote the script, I saw only VM and UID, then starting on host and again the UID, and it's a little bit confusing. So I had to see the name labels. It was easier to understand. Here is the line where the difference is. So this is the XE VM start. This is the command that starts the VMs, and in the other scripts it's VM shutdown. So the only thing that is different is this word start with shutdown. After it starts a VM, it removes the stored UID, because in the first part it stores it goes through each host and stores the UID of the VMs in a variable, and this line here removes the information from the memory. So once it started the VM, it deletes the entry, and it goes to the next one. This is the part that stops the script when this variable is depleted. Then it breaks the loop, the while loop. And of course, here I mentioned the delay between the starts, 8 seconds. And finally, we remove the password stored as a variable. So this was it. Thank you for watching.